Hello, it's Ada Silent Silver Wolf of Love and Above, and I am here with this week's thought of the week. And this week's thought of the week might be one that you kind of get quite quickly, or it's one that can be quite challenging. So I'm gonna throw it out there and see what happens. Um, Life is not about being happy in every single moment of life. It's about having those balance of emotions. I used to speak with people who thought, no, we're supposed to be happy every single moment in life. No, nothing bad can ever happen. We don't accept that bad things happen, and I'm like, that is really difficult, to kind of comprehend and get, and for even for me to get my head around. And life is more about having those balance of emotions. It really is. We cannot help what happens to us. How we react to it is completely different. But if somebody tells you that something bad has happened, perhaps someone that you love, a friend or a family member has passed away, and naturally you're going to be quite upset, particularly if you love them, you're going to be quite upset, you're going to grieve, you're going to go through a mourning process. So when people say it's how you react, you can't help what's happened. You can't help the fact this person has passed over. And the last thing, if we go with this other theory where it's about having a happiness in every single moment, you're not happy that this person has passed over. It's about the balance of emotions. It's about knowing that you will get through this. You will get through this, no matter how awful it feels at the time. You will get through it, and you will balance this out where you'll still have good times in your life. You know, it's about, you know, good things will also happen to you as well. Perhaps you're made redundant, which isn't a great thing. I won't lie, but maybe you'll get quite a large payout. And if you do, and you walk straight back into another job, you've got a big asset of money here, of what you can do, and perhaps you can go on that holiday you've always wanted to go on. Perhaps you can do what you know maybe you'll invest that money in stocks and shares, or maybe you'll put it in an ISA, whatever you want to do with it. And you might be in a big state of happiness because of that, because life has happened to you. We can't help what happens in life, but we can help how we react to it, and react to it appropriately with our emotions. And it's about balancing it out. I was once told, and I think this is a really good metaphor for this, that life is like a roller coaster going up and down, up and down. So when you're at those highs, you want to stay there and ride those highs for as long as possible. And when you're at those lows, you stay there for as least amount of time as possible, where you can start heading towards those highs again. And it's all about balancing it out. Life is all about balance. A lot of people think that if they didn't work, and they didn't need to work on anything, they would just be great with having nothing to do all day. But when you're in that situation for a great big length of time, there's nothing less demotivating. There's nothing less frustrating, because there's nothing to do. There's just nothing at all to do. Where it's okay for a little while, like, well, this is why we take holidays. We balance out the whole, oh, I'm working hard on a daily basis. Oh, I've got a 2 week holiday coming up. Great. You're balancing that out. You're balancing out between burnout, doing what you want to do. And sometimes we go back to work a little bit more invigorated than normal, because we're just like, that holiday is exactly what I needed, just to be me again, just to get me back into that nice balance of, this is what relaxation feels like not just a little bit, not like our weekend relaxation, but deep relaxation, where we do not need to worry, where our phone is on airplane mode, do not disturb. We only respond to people that we want to respond to. We can sit on a beach. We can, maybe you're on a walking holiday. Maybe you're going for a walk. Maybe you're seeing things that you want to see, you've always wanted to see. You have this great time, and then you come back to And some people just come back to earth with a sledgehammer, and some people come back from holiday just like, okay, let's go, so I can get to my next holiday. So look, that's a clear example of balance. This is why we have time off as well during the week, whether that is if you're working 1 day or 2 days. Some people take 3 days. There's a big talk about having a 4-day week now. Some countries have proposed that, and it works for them, and that they're trying to bring that in other countries as well. So have a there's a great big sort of twist in our big work-life balance. It used to be you work 6 days a week and take one off, where now people are like, well, if I work 4 days a week, I can spend a couple of those days working on my own business, working on my passions, what I love to do, and then a day for spending pure quality time with family. There's a lot around big old work-life balance. We balance our lives in that sort of way. And it's exactly the same with our emotions. So to come back to what I was saying at the start, with our emotions, with our thought of the week, is happiness cannot be there every single moment. And also, if happiness was there every single moment, we wouldn't actually appreciate how good happiness was or happiness is. Because, and I don't want bad things to happen to everybody all the time. That's not what this is. But life can happen. Perhaps you come against a roadblock in something you're doing at work. So when you push past that roadblock, maybe it takes a couple of days, maybe it takes a couple of weeks. Once you get past that, how great a feeling is that, knowing that you're at the other side of it? Because if there's nothing bad happened in this world, we wouldn't appreciate the good as much. We would think that we just like, oh yeah, this is a great world. But even if everything was brilliant, where death didn't happen, or where accidents didn't happen, or where we didn't need to pay to survive. We live on one planet, but somehow we have to pay to live on this planet, which is a mind mess. It's just like, where else are we going to go? The moon? I mean, so there's this, if everything was provided for and we did not need to spend money and we were happy and everything like that, if somebody stole one apple, we would think, wow, that is the most shocking thing on earth, because we're living in this nirvana of complete complete goodness and wellness. So when something even small happened, we would think that was the most shocking thing on earth. But again, we wouldn't be able to appreciate the good unless some of the negative happened. Anyway, there's the thought of the week about the balance of emotions. So I want to end with if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell button. You can get notified when the next video is up. And I put out 5 videos a week on this channel. And I just also want to end with, like I end with every video, keep rocking your awesomeness.